Visualize yourself being constantly controlled, not being able to know when to eat, when to drink, or even when to sleep. Animal testing is a heavy topic that usually goes unnoticed. It is a wrong and inhumane way of experimentation. Animals are biologically very similar to humans, which is why they are susceptible to many of the same health problems. Scientific research done on animals has helped lead advancements in the medical development of antibiotics and other medications, as well as immunizations and surgical procedures. To understand why animal testing is perceived to be harmful and cruel, I will first discuss how the experimentation causes pain and suffering, and how also humans can be harmed because of the misleading test results. From there, I will talk about how society has been led for generations to believe that animals are necessary for the development of cosmetics and other products. And finally, my last point of discussion will be addressing the needed alternative ways that animal testing can be done without the usage of animals. Knowing how experimental testing can be harmful to animals will better help you to become aware of negative impacts animals have on humans. According to the Humane Society of the United States, Access April 10, 2024, animals are deliberately sickened with toxic chemicals, infected with disease, and are typically killed by the time the experiment ends. Additionally, the website Down to Earth, Organic and Natural, Access April 10, 2024, says that animals endure having chemicals dripped into their eyes, injected into their bodies, forced up their nostrils, and forced down their throats. They become addicted to drugs, they become subjected to maternal deprivation, deafened, blinded, stapled, and burned. 2,520 years ago, animals became controllable variables in experimentation. Society back then did not have the technology that we do now. Research was solely dependent on animals and living organisms. But with today's advancements, animal experimentation can be significantly decreased, in return having a greater impact on human medicine and cosmetics. Animal testing has not only proven to hurt those being controlled by the test, but also the humans who rely on the outcome of the test. As stated by Gail's article titled, "Testing is unethical and unnecessary," an AIDS vaccine that was shown to be effective in human clinical trials has prevented people from developing AIDS, and some believe it has made them more susceptible to the disease. The same article later states that although at least 85 HIV/AIDS vaccines have been successful in non-human primate studies, as of 2010, every one of nearly 200 preventative and therapeutic vaccine trials have failed to demonstrate benefit to humans. Reliance on animal experimentation can impede and delay the discovery of drugs and other products that can prove to be effective in humans. There is a multitude of alternatives that can be used to improve the dependence on animal testing, such as stem cell research, which helps to increase the understanding of how disease occurs in humans. Some may ask why animal cruelty has been used as a way of research for thousands of years, and why has there been no change in methods? Animal studies conducted in laboratory allow scientists to control factors that might affect the outcome of the test. To this day, scientists and animal advocates question the scientific validity of animal experimentation. According to the Humane Physical Society, Access April 10, 2024, scientists use animals to learn more about health problems that affect both humans and animals to assure the safety of new medical treatments. Some of these problems involve processes that can only be studied in living organisms. Scientists study animals when there is no alternative and it is unpractical or unethical to study humans. The utilization of animal testing is important in identifying certain medications for humans. Laboratory animals are vital in understanding disease, ensuring the safety of drugs, vaccines, cosmetic, and other everyday items. Per the American Anti-Vivisection Society, Access April 10, 2024, both obvious and subtle differences between humans and animals in the terms of our physiology, anatomy, and metabolism make it difficult to apply data derived from animals studies to human conditions. For example, acetaminophen is poisonous to cats, but is toxic to humans. Penicillin is toxic in guinea pigs, but has an invaluable tool in human medicine. Morphine causes hyperexcitement in cats, but has a calming effect in human patients. And oral contraceptives prolong blood clotting times in humans. But risk developing blood clots in dogs. The human genome is more complex than animal anatomy, thus it does not always ensure that testing animal products will correlate well with humans. Although the process of animal testing stands to be unethical, there has been a decent amount of beneficial research done to help promote human health, like the creation of acetaminophen and other useful drugs. Animal testing has been a revolving issue for millenniums. Up till now, not much progress has been made to lighten the issue. People and the complexities that come with the issue has been a huge revolving controversy in the United States. As a whole, how could we adapt to make a change to resolve the controversy surrounding animal testing? The most effective way to end animal testing would be to take current advancements in science and find a better positive solution that has a greater impact on humans and animals. According to the Humane Society of the United States, Access April 10th, 2024, the world is moving to a future dominated by more sophisticated alternatives to animal experiments that use human cells, tissues, organs, artificial intelligence, 3D bioprinting, robotics, computer modules, and other technologies to create experiments that don't rely on animals. These technologies are better for animals and humans because they are typically faster, less expensive, and more accurate than outdated animal experiments. With today's futuristic technology, the opportunity to lessen unethical practice becomes greater. The ability to use technology to genetically map humans will provide far more capability to target specific diseases and elements to create more effective treatments. Furthermore, as stated by Ingrid Newark, Access April 10th, 2024, with the help of pharmaceutical, chemical, and consumer product companies, non-animal methods can be used to replace tests on animals with more effective outcomes. Stem cell research has proved to be a 79% effective rate. Researchers study stem cell to learn if these basic building blocks of life can help unlock new medical treatments. Stem cell research is only one of many alternative methods that can be used instead of animal testing. While stem cell research is still relatively new, it has proven to be less cruel and more effective than animal testing. Perhaps the future will provide new direction and additional research to end the further distancing from human and inhumane practices. As we near the end, we will briefly recap what we talked about today. First, we began by recognizing the problem that surrounds animal testing. We briefly touched base on the cruelty animals endure while being experimented on, along with how experimental testing can have severe negative impacts on humans. After understanding the problem with animal testing, we discussed the needed solutions, and lastly, we learned the different alternatives that can be advocated for instead of animal testing. I hope that now that you understand animal testing is a heavy topic that usually goes unnoticed, it is a wrong and inhumane way of experimentation. Now knowing some of the alternative ways that animals can be excluded from animal testing that can help develop medications and other drugs will help us to visualize each of the millions of animals that could have previously been killed in the process of experimentation that now have been saved and can live a happy and free life.